thank you everybody for coming out. We are the North Carolina ArcGIS User Group. And we are the best GIS group here. Yes. Like Hope said, I'm Garrett Shields. I'm your new president. I work for AMEC Foster Wheeler and took over as president this year and will be president this year and the following year as long as y'all can tolerate me. So we just wanted to kind of bring you guys out here and talk a little bit about who we are and what we do, what we've got going on. Just a little bit about our group. We are a nonprofit for those of you who do not know who we are and have never had anything to do with us. We're a nonprofit group. We are dedicated to the preservation and the promotion of geospatial technologies and the sciences. So anything to do with GIS, remote sensing, geomatics, surveying even, and then into everything that we do as GIS professionals, that is what we are about. We're moving into more technological advances now as well. So we want to promote all types of new technologies. We're a bunch of nerds, y'all. We love tech. I'm a kid in a candy store. Every time I see a new gadget come out, if you come by my desk upstairs, you'll see a bunch of tech up there just because I like sitting there watching it. So that's what we're about. One of the things we do every year is we put together a scholarship fund for students. We're a big supporter of GIS and geographic education. So any of you full-time students in the room, we'll go over the details about that, but we do have a scholarship that we put out every year. That's really our purpose for existing, is reaching out to all you students, making sure you're having some assistance with your education because you are the future of this industry, and we want to make sure that we're supporting you and giving you the tools you need to succeed in your career. That is why we exist. That's why I'm here. That's why everyone else on the board and all our officers are here, is really for you guys. And also for you who have always been in the industry, you professionals, private sector, public sector, we're here for you too. We're here to help you train. We're here to help you network, help you understand what it is you do and what everyone else does, because I'm a firm believer that anyone, and like Hope has said in the past, anyone and everyone has something cool that they're doing, no matter how boring you think your job is. If you're working on something every day and you're getting paid to do it, you're doing something cool because it's cool to somebody, or else they wouldn't have you doing it. So that's what we're here about, is to collaborate and to learn from one another. So I'll do a little bit of introductions real quick, and then I'm going to let those of the board members who want to speak or can speak. Sorry, James. We're going to let everyone kind of give a little overview of what their roles are on the board and what we're doing, and then we'll kind of go over a couple of the events that we're working on and what we've got coming up for the year. So like we said, these are our current officers right now. I'm the president. Yay. Robin Mary, our beautiful vice president. Nancy Ross, who's in the back. She's our secretary. And then where is Rachel's over here? Rachel is our treasurer. She has the hardest job here because she takes care of all the money. And I don't want to do that.
You like spending.
I like spending the money. You have to tell me when to stop. Also, we have a lot of other folks on our board. If you're in here, all the board people who are in the room, if you're not already standing, stand up. I'll just go down the list. We have Amy Barron, which I don't see her.
I just texted her.
Okay, Amy doesn't know we're here. She knows we're here, but she's not here yet. So we have Amy Barron with Duke Energy. We have James Boyette with City of Goldsboro. Karen, who I don't think is in the room, Karen Moore with Harnett County. Kent Rothrock, who's not in here yet either, with Highland Mapping. We have Chuck Wright in the back with Dude Solutions. Hope Morgan, the myth, the legend. From NCEM, we have Linda Irwin. I know she's here. She's not in the room yet. With Davidson County, Joseph Sloop from Forsyth County, Josh Norwood from Pender County, Peggy Fersner, A&T, and then we have Beth Franson from City of Clayton. There she is. There's Amy.
Yay!
Okay, we can get started now. Amy's here.
You're welcome.
So like I mentioned before, how many students are in the room right now?
Yay.
A couple of you. Okay, you're important. And I'll tell you why. Do you like money? Do you like it when it's free? You're currently going to school. School's expensive. We will give you money. Not for free, not always. You got to do a little bit of work first. We do have our scholarship drive open right now, like I mentioned before. We offer 2 undergrad and 2 graduate scholarships every year. Their first prize is $1,000 for each category, and second prize is $500. Basically, what you have to do is you write us an essay and submit it through our website and tell us why you love GIS, why you chose the geographic sciences as your course of study, and what you think that money would help you accomplish. We really just kind of want to know what interests you in the industry, why you want to learn more about it, and what do you want to really do with it. And we'll have we get all the submissions in. Your deadline is Monday, or Tuesday, I should say. So we did a little bit earlier this year. It doesn't take you very long. I think it's about a 2-page essay, 2 or 3-page essay you have to write. So it's not a whole lot of work. You'll write a lot bigger papers in college than that. I know I did. And we'll do a quick review, and then we will award those scholarships this summer. And then if you'll get an invitation, whoever wins the scholarships gets an invitation to come to our conference and possibly give us a presentation about what you're working on and make your life a little bit easier. You might get a little free money. So any students or any professors in the room who have students, I would encourage everyone to go to our website and look at the scholarship application, get your application in soon so we can start those reviews. We've got a few events coming up this year also. We have a lot of cool stuff that we like to do throughout the year. The first thing we have coming up is our online symposium. We've started doing that a few years ago, twice a year. We're having our first one was on May 9th. So what it is basically just a webinar that we put together. We're focusing this time on open source GIS is going to be our theme. So sorry, Esri people. Esri's awesome. We love Esri stuff, but there's a lot of really cool stuff being done in the open source world right now that's not necessarily focused around Esri. We know a lot of you folks are working with it. Some of us on the board are working with open source, so we want to hear more about that. So we're devoting our online symposium in May to that subject. It's going to be free to attend. We'll have registration information coming out pretty soon, and we'll have an agenda coming out pretty soon. It'll be from 2 to 4 p.m. Anybody who'd like to join in, it's like I said, it's free to do so. Just let us know ahead of time. You could register on our website. Just gives us a little bit of an overview of who's coming so we can prepare credits. You get continuing ed credits, PDHs, for showing up. We give you a quiz at the end of each one of the online symposiums, just to know you were there. So you got to pay a little bit of attention. Hope will give you a quiz. It's a requirement.
I can't give you credit.
Right. You got to do something. So we'll do a little quiz, nothing major, but it's always fun. We have a lot of success with our online symposiums because not everybody can make it out to our in-person events. So we really want to be able to reach out to everybody. On top of that, May is going to be a big month for us. We're having the first ever NCAUG Drone Day. This is going to be on May 19th, I believe, here in Raleigh at the NC State Proving Grounds out off of Lake Wheeler Road. I'm super excited about this. Drones are my world. If anyone knows me for more than 5 minutes, gets tired of hearing me talk about it. But this is going to be a great day. It's going to be the first for NCAUG. We're going to have, hopefully, if the weather permits, some demos. NCEM will come out with 1 or 2 of their drones. I think NC State might be flying a couple of theirs as well. If the weather permits, we'll have y'all out for that. And then we're going to have some sessions throughout the afternoon focusing on technology, UAS technology, some of the regulatory requirements, just kind of a nice overview of the industry. This is kind of really one of the new jumping points for the geospatial world, and I think it's really great. We're going to focus on it. It's just cool stuff to watch. Anyone who's ever seen a drone in action, you just geek out the whole time. So I'm really excited about that. That, I believe, is also going to be free admission like all of our other events. We'll have an agenda coming soon on that. We're still working on a couple of the presenters, getting the logistics put together. If it does rain that day, we're still going to have the event. We just won't have any of the drone demos. So we'll still have some really cool presentations and some nice stuff going on inside. We'll have a classroom out there. We're going to feed you. We'll have lunch, feed you some pizza. That's always good. So that's what we're going to do in May. In July, we're going to have our government symposium, also known as the symposium formerly known as the Western Symposium. We changed the name because we're going to have some rolling events this year that might not always happen in the East or the West. So one of the core groups of people that we always love to see with NCAUG are all our public sector folks, all of our local government people. You guys do just as cool stuff as our private sector folks, sometimes even cooler stuff, and we want to focus on you guys. This day is all about you. So we'll have our symposium. It's at the Western Piedmont Council of Governments building. Thank you, Tom, for putting that on, continuing to do that in Hickory. It's an awesome facility. If you've ever been out to that event, it usually sells out pretty quick. We do have limited space. Was it 90 people usually? Can take 100 if people sit on other people's laps, and we have some standing people in the back. Tom will open up his office. People can sit in there. So usually about 90 people. It's first come, first serve, free admission again. So we have the information to register for that event already out on our website. We're still working on the agenda. If you would like to present, if you're a local government person and you've got something cool that you want to talk to us about and show us, send Nancy and Tom your information. Nancy's contact info is on our website, and we can get you put in as one of our presenters. It'll be a great event. We kind of call it our little mini conference because a lot of people who can't come to our annual conference like to come to that event since we have ours at the beach. So we like to have that event for you guys. Speaking of conferences, we have our own conference, and it's awesome. How many people have been to our conference? How many people have never been to our conference? You need to come to our conference. Oh, y'all have been missing out, but we want you to come out. You seriously need to come out to our conference. We have it in September. It's in Carolina Beach. It's in Carolina Beach again this year. I know we talked about moving it a little bit, but we're going to keep it at the Marriott this year. It's a great little place, beautiful little town. Our focus this year, our theme is known as the changing face of GIS. So obviously technology is advancing. Our world is changing. We're doing cooler things. So that's what we want to focus on this year is all the new, latest and greatest stuff that's going on in the GIS world. So that's our theme for the year. Right now we have registration already open for the conference, even though it's several months in advance. That might seem like a lot of time, but room and space sells out pretty quick for our conference. So right now registration is open. It's $135 is our early bird fee. We have it at the Courtyard Marriott. We have a room block with them at $109 a night. Our overflow hotel right now is the brand new Hampton Inn, which is right down the street on the beach. Great little hotel. We've got an overflow with them. If you wait until August 1st, the price goes up a little bit. So go ahead and get in, book as soon as you can. And we also have our call for presentations is open right now. So any abstracts, ideas that you have, head to our website, head to our conference page. We'd love to hear from you. We're starting to take those in right now.
Hey, I learned a trick. If you want to throw any of your friends under the bus, you can register them to present.
She does it to me all the time.
Do the same thing in karaoke.
Yeah, you do. Hope loves everybody. She just has a problem with volunteering folks. Voluntold.
I can volunteer that too.
That's how I became president. So yeah, the conference is great. We do a lot of great social events. We have a boat cruise, a sunset boat cruise that we do. We do a cornhole tournament. We will hopefully be doing our 3rd annual barbecue competition cook-off this year, if I can get enough people to want to cook. That's always been a great event. We've done it now for the last 2 years. We bring some really cool pit masters in from across the state. Some of our sponsors fancy themselves barbecue masters, so we pit them against each other, and it's kind of our little throwdown event. It's always really popular. And then we just have other spinoff social events. We're a social group. We like to get out and hang out with each other and talk and just get to know one another. So that's one of the things we really focus on at our conference is having a good time, hearing great presentations, and getting in some good networking. That's, I think, speaking of social events, Amy's going to elaborate on this because she's heading this up. We're having a tour of many establishments is what I call it. It might also be considered a bar crawl, but I'm going to say we like to support local businesses wherever we go, and that's what we're going to do while we're here in Raleigh is support some local establishments. Amy can elaborate a little bit more on that, on where we're going to meet and where we're going to go. Amy, come on down. We need the Price is Right music.
So one thing I don't think I've told you yet, my dad has agreed to be the keynote this year at the conference. Dr. Dan. It'll be entertaining. Just like me, but like 40 years older. Just kidding. So tonight, we are doing what we're calling our poker run, bar crawl, safely partaking of adult beverages across this beautiful city of Raleigh after the great social that's tonight from 5 to 7 here in the vendor social. So don't forget about that. It's really important. Make sure you thank your vendors, and they are how we keep all of our rates low. So make sure you visit those guys tonight. But after that, we're going to start at 7:30 at Crank Arm, which is that way, I think. Yeah, that way. We're there about an hour. If you didn't join our poker run down at Carolina Beach, basically what you're trying to do is collect the best poker hand, and whoever wins the best poker hand gets a prize.
I told them that worst hand would win too.
Okay, we'll do worst hand too. Most creative hand.
We get to draw my cards.
You get to draw more cards, so you're not necessarily stuck with the card that you're drawing, but you have to do an activity in order to get that new card. So at your own risk, sometimes it's worth the activity, sometimes it's not. I wrote the cards after feedback I got from the last time. So great time. Amy's Bag of Mystery Fun will be joining us, but great time to celebrate local businesses and network and really meet others in this great industry that we're in. But we're starting at Crank Arm circa 1888. Then we'll go up to State of Beer. Then we'll go to what we're calling the Raleigh's Dirty Owl, which is the Flying Saucer. And then we're going to end up at a great place. It's called Boxcar Arcade. So some old school arcade games, some air hockey, don't lose a finger kind of thing. But I hope you'll join us, whether you like adult beverages or not. We don't care. Just join us for some fun and some great networking.
Where are we meeting?
Crank Arm, 7:30. Yep,
Okay.
7:30. So that gives you about 30 minutes from the time the social ends here to spiffy yourself up, put in some walking shoes, and then join us over there. That's it.